So I'm here at Marriott's Barony Beach Club on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Perhaps you're considering a stay here as well. Well, let's talk about what we liked and what we didn't. Coming right up. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy, and before we get started taking a look at what we liked and what we didn't here at Barony Beach Club on Hilton Head Island, I just want to let you know, on this channel, I like to provide my knowledge, tips and advice to help you get the most from your timeshare ownership. So if that sounds like what you want to see, be sure to hit subscribe down below. Also, hit that notification bell. Select all so you see every video. Okay, so let's get into this. We're going to jump into it, taking a look at our likes and our dislikes here at this fantastic resort. So I'm over here in the garden view section of Marriott's Barony Beach Club to talk about like number 1, and that just happens to be all of the activities and games that they have here. I know a lot of resorts have this, but this one, I don't know, it seems to have a lot more than I'm used to seeing at other Marriott timeshare properties. They have foosball, ping pong. I counted at least 3 foosball tables actually. They have several sets of cornhole. They have shuffleboard. All of the stuff that you would normally expect, but they seem to have kind of taken it up a notch. And they even have this nice sitting area. It kind of goes along with like number 5 that I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. But yeah, great activities and games here at Barony Beach Club. Okay, so I'm now out here by the ocean pool. The beach is just over there to talk about like number 2, and that just happens to be the pools here at Barony Beach Club. It's called a beach club, but they have tons of pools. 4 pools in total. The ocean pool, the outdoor heated pool, which probably comes in handy this time of year. Then they have the indoor pool, which is even better this time of year. And then they also have the pool over in the garden view section. So that's a pretty good thing here. For the size of this resort, which isn't very big, it does have a lot of pools, great pools. So take advantage of those while you're here at Barony Beach Club. Okay, so I touched on like number 3 while I was over there at the pools, and that just happens to be the great beach here at Barony Beach Club. The beach is actually pretty close to the resort. Resort's right there. Beach is right here. 2 great beach walks over the dunes. This one here is actually handicap accessible. It does have an additional kind of path out there into the sand. Great, beautiful sand, wide beach here at Barony Beach Club, and some great dunes here that are great for getting some picturesque photos of the sunset. At least this time of year, we got some great photos last night. So we just happen to love the beach and the resort's proximity to the beach here at Barony Beach Club. Alright, so I'm back over here by the ocean pool to talk about like number 4, and that just happens to be live music. We came out here last night, and the real trooper that this guy was, there was a guy up there on that thing in the middle of the pool, kind of like a stage area I guess, playing live music. Even though there was really nobody around, he kept playing, and it was pretty cold last evening as well. So it seems like they do this maybe even year round. So that is a great thing. We love live music. Coming out here, you can just sit, relax, and enjoy the music around the pool at Barony Beach Club. Okay, so I'm out here in the courtyard here of the Oceanside section, the main section of Barony Beach Club, to talk about like number 5. And that just happens to be all of the great common areas that they have here. Behind me here you can see fire pits. They have a lot of seating around the resort. They actually have another fire pit here over at the garden view section as well. So just love the common areas, these seating areas. Now they don't have the soft, cushy seating areas like they have at Lakeshore Reserve and Crystal Shores down in Florida, but they do have a lot of great common areas just to kind of sit, relax, and enjoy this beautiful resort. Alright, so I've jumped up here to our villa to talk about like number 6. And that just happens to be the villa. Now these villas have been fairly recently refurbished, and I must admit, they did an excellent job with the villa refurbishments here at Barony Beach Club. Just about everything about this villa really is a standout. And we are going to have a few dislikes about the villa, and we'll talk about that when we get closer to the end of the video. But the sofa is comfortable. Great artwork on the wall here. They actually have a great, beautiful canvas of the Hilton Head Lighthouse down in Harbortown. This is just a fantastic villa, a great kitchen, great living room area here as well, really nice balcony. We just happen to like everything there is about this villa. Perhaps one of the top villas that we have stayed in quite recently in a Marriott timeshare. Now, it doesn't compare really to the villa at Crystal Shores on Marco Island. And if you want to see a room tour of that villa, check out this link right up here. But yeah, just a great villa here at Barony Beach Club. Okay, so I'm out here under the cabanas here at Barony Beach Club, and I hope that's okay because they actually charge a daily rental fee of $20 to $30 depending on the cabana. But as we jump out of the likes and into our dislikes here, if you're liking this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Definitely do appreciate it. It sure helps out the video. And if you also could, it certainly does help out a lot more if you can share this video. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, even traveling companions that you're bringing with you or coming with you to Barony Beach Club. It definitely does help out. All right, let's jump into it. Let's take a look at what we disliked here at Barony Beach Club. Okay, so for the first dislike, I'm over here in the garden view section here at Barony Beach Club on Hilton Head Island to talk about perhaps the biggest issue we have with this property, and that is simply the split resort. What they've done here is they have a oceanfront, oceanside section way over there, and then you have the garden view section here. So it's kind of a little bit disappointing that if you want to go to the oceanside section and you're staying in garden view, you either have to drive or it's a little bit of a walk. Certainly quite a bit of a walk from here to the beach over there as well. So that is just something that Marriott kind of did wrong at a few of their resorts, obviously. And if you watched my Kingfish video about Marriott's Ocean Point down on Singer Island, you know what I'm talking about. You can actually check that one out right up here. A link to my rant about Marriott's Ocean Point and Kingfish. But yeah, this is kind of one of the things that we don't like here. This split resort here at Barony Beach Club on Hilton Head Island. Okay, so I'm in here under the Sea Oat building, the parking area, to talk about dislike number 2, and that just happens to be the parking. Now, I did say at one time, any resort that has covered parking is a like on my list, and that is definitely a good thing. But something about this property, the parking seems to be very limited under there. I counted 45 villas in this Sea Oat building, and only 42 parking spaces, 11 of which are for compact cars, and there's 2 handicap in there as well. So anyone with a compact car, chances are they're not parking in those compact spaces first. So that leaves very few larger spaces for larger vehicles. You do have a lot of trucks, SUVs, crossovers, minivans, and we just found it rather difficult in the evenings, if you're coming back late, to find parking under here. We've actually had to park under the other building, and one night I actually had to park all the way up by the main check-in registration area to find a parking space. So while we love covered parking, I don't really love the lack of available spaces here in the evenings. Probably even worse, this resort is only at 75% right now occupancy. So imagine what it would be when it's in the summer and it's closer to 100. All right, so I'm back here in our villa here at Barony Beach Club. And I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier. We're gonna have some dislikes about this villa as well. As great as it is, they seem to be taking notes from Surfwatch as to the mattresses that they put in these second bedrooms. Now, I must admit the mattress on the king-size bed in the master is actually fairly comfortable, but we tested out these beds here, trying to lay on them even just for a few minutes here in the guest bedroom here of this beautiful 2-bedroom villa. And these beds are hard. Seems like the exact same type of mattress that they have just down the beach here at Surfwatch. If you do want to see that video about Surfwatch, check out this up here. I did a similar likes and dislikes video of that resort as well. But yeah, we're not too big of a fans of the mattresses that they've selected here in this second bedroom. All right, I'm here now in the bathroom. It's actually the guest bathroom of our villa to talk about the final dislike. Well, these bathrooms are excellent. I think I actually forgot to point that out when I talked about the villas. The bathrooms are excellent. Marble countertops, beautiful finishes. The master has a very large walk-in shower, though it does kind of lack a shower seat, so that is a bit of a disappointment. But The main problem we have with these bathrooms is the water pressure out of the faucets seems to be pretty low. It doesn't seem to impact the showers themselves or even the kitchen sink, but the bathroom faucet has fairly low water pressure. I just don't quite understand it. The main issue with that is not so much the water pressure, but it takes a long time for the hot water to make it to that faucet. So you're waiting a good while to get hot water there to wash your hands. I'm thinking it might be the faucet itself just needs to put out a little bit more pressure. And another thing we kind of noticed here in these bathrooms is that they have these great bathrooms, great high-end finishes, but then the kind of container for the tissue box, it's just made out of kind of cheap plastic. And same with the soap dish. It seems like they have these great finishes, but then they kind of give you this kind of cheap, flimsy box to put your tissues in. I'm just not sure why they made this selection. It almost seems like it came from the dollar store. So I'm not sure why they went that route. Great finishes, beautiful tile, beautiful countertops, all of that, and then this kind of cheap, flimsy tissue case holder. What do you call this anyway? So there you have it. Our likes and dislikes here at Barony Beach Club on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Do you happen to be an owner here, or maybe you visit quite a bit? What are your likes and dislikes? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And to see more videos about timeshare, check out the description box below. For another video about Barony Beach Club, check out this one right up here and YouTube. They think you'll like that one down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, remember, the best destination is always a timeshare.